Viktor Frankl was a Jewish psychiatrist who endured the hardships of the Holocaust during the Second World War. He found meaning and hope during one of the most catastrophic events in history. He describes the story of concentration camps and how he managed to get through that in this book. He says that there were times when they had nothing to eat and had to labor all day. They were tortured very badly. Those who were unable to work were sent to gas chambers and crematoriums. They were given only 5-ounce piece of bread for 4 days. They had to squat on ground, let alone lie down for sleeping, and had not enough winter clothing. Frankl said that there were so desperate times that he had to exchange his glasses and belt for a piece of bread. A majority of prisoners within months of their arrival to the camps had committed suicide. The question arises that how was Viktor and a few minorities able to get through such hard times while the majority gave up? After watching this video, you will also find yourself strong enough to get through hard times. So the first big idea from this book is, he who has a why to live for can bear with almost anyhow. If there is a meaning in life at all, then there must be a meaning in suffering. Any man who has no future goals or something to look up to found himself in the most difficult times. The prisoners who committed suicide didn't see any meaning in their suffering. They thought that they were tortured unfairly and there was no visible end to this. On the contrary, Viktor said that he forced his thoughts on the salvation from the camp when he would be sitting in a warm, well-lit and pleasant lecture room. In front of him would be sitting his students and he would be lecturing them on the psychology of concentration camps. Whoever was still alive had a reason of hope, a hope to be free one day. He labeled his suffering as a challenge. There are 3 whys that stand out from Frankl's writing: love, work, dignity and suffering. Family, health, happiness, fortune and position in society were things that could be achieved against and restored. As the famous philosopher Nietzsche has said, that which doesn't kill me makes me stronger. The second best idea from this book is, the salvation of man is through love and in love. When you are in hard times and you have no hope left in this world, you may know bliss, be it only for a short time, by thinking about your beloved ones. Viktor says that during that hard times his mind clung to the image of his wife. He didn't even know if she was alive, but at that moment it ceased to matter. The image of her brought him bravery and in desperate times. Later on he found that his whole family had been murdered in concentration camps. He wrote that if he had known that his wife was dead, he would have given up. He says that he knew only one thing: love goes far beyond the physical person of the beloved. The third big idea from this book is humor. Viktor and his friend had promised each other that each day they would invent at least one amusing story daily. Humor was another soul's weapon in the fight for self-preservation. Viktor says that humor more than anything can rise you above any situation. The attempt to develop a sense of humor and to see things in a humorous light is a kind of trick learned while mastering the art of living. Now let us compare our hardships and misery with that of Viktor Frankl's. We may never experience the mental, physical and emotional hardships as his, but we can always apply his lessons to our lives. We can always find some meaning in our suffering. We can think of our loved ones in our suffering. We can always find something to laugh about even in the most dreadful situations. These were few of the extracts from the book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. If you want to add something that I've missed, mention it down in the comments below. To get this book, there is a link given in the description below. Like and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to Knowledge Guru because it's free. And why not? May you find happiness when you least expect it and where you least expect it.